Spend the money and buy quality products like Yetis or recycled computer backpacks that your clients can actually use on the go.
My words, find the products that your clients really want. She's just right here.
May I suggest cufflinks?
I wouldn't agree too much.
Some die-cut air fresheners for sub $1.
Air freshener is a great product, absolutely one of the leading products that we sell as well.
The quality of impressions that you're going to receive with something that has a higher perceived value.
The quality of the impression is not related to the quality of the product. It's about the purpose. Again, value behind the product will be... I'm Pascal Vida and this is Promotion Playbook. We have built Australia's largest promo gear catalog and the fastest growing promo company, tailored for small to large enterprises looking to elevate their brand. Whether you're managing a corporate team or driving business growth, the right promo products can make a real impact. In each episode, I share how to use promotional products in your marketing strategy, highlight new trends, and provide the insights you need to drive results. Ready to elevate your brand? Let's dive in. Hey guys, my team just prepped some viral videos for me they want to see my reaction for. So let's dive in and have a look if I have to say something to it, or if I agree, disagree. Let's see.
Employees don't want shitty plastic pens or stress balls.
That's true. Shitty plastic pens and stress balls, nobody wants that.
Spend the money and buy quality products like Yetis or recycled computer backpacks that your clients can actually use on the go or at the
My words, find the products that your clients really want. She's just right here.
office. Or use biodegradable and seeded products like these seed bombs to encourage your clients to throw them away.
Yeah, she's correct. If you would try to find the best product, choose it that has a value to your clients, best usage for them gives you the best reach and best quality impact. And of course, not every product is the right product for every brand. You need to choose what is the actual best product, what can transport your vision and your mission and relates as well to your clients or business partners to achieve the goals that it needs to achieve.
Here's some merchandise ideas for brands and giveaways that aren't trash. Custom tech decks, 100 MOQ, $379 a pop.
Custom tech decks. We just had a customer with that. We're really happy with that. It's a cool product.
Let's go. Branded rings like this with your own logo on them. This has a 500 MOQ for that. You can get it.
Custom rings, maybe too techy. Again, depending on the actual situation and environment, you see your customer and it has value.
For about $1.20. Branded mini bats for $250 with 100 MOQ. You already know what it is.
Yes, that's a cool product too.
Roy hats like this are a great alternative to the dad hat, and these start at $250 at 100 MOQ. Custom die-cut air fresheners for sub $1. Would definitely...
Air freshener is a great product, hangs in the car every day. Your client looks at it every day. Absolutely one of the leading products that we sell as well.
have to be for a certain type of business, but these nail charms are fun too.
Yeah, the growth, the products that he's suggesting here, absolutely suitable if you want to get your brand in front of your clients. Key message here is you need to figure out what your clients want and take your time for research to find a product that transports your message and your branding in the right way. The outstanding product is definitely the tech deck if you want to find something that comes across playful.
Buckle up for my corporate merch hot take. And this one's a little counterintuitive, so it may ruffle some feathers. So the more expensive the product is that you're branding, the smaller your logo should be on it. Again, I know this is counterintuitive.
Yeah, I agree. If you make your logo smaller, it looks more elegant, modern, but make sure, again, if it's the right audience, you want to hand over this product.
Because you would think, if I'm spending so much money on this product, I want my logo to be as big as possible. Right? Wrong. And this is why. When you spend so much money on a product, you want it to be used. You want it to be integrated into the recipient's lifestyle. And the bigger your logo is.
Agree. Most important part, the item that you choose in the first place be practical and a valuable item. Your branding, your message comes with it and should be kind of mirroring all these aspects that this product to get across to them.
On something, the less likely it is to integrate into somebody's lifestyle. This is true for a myriad of reasons, primarily because the bigger your logo is on something, the more it's seen as a billboard and promotional, and thus...
Yes, try not to use your product that you choose mainly as a billboard. That's why I suggest to clients as well, maybe come up with a quote with a certain slogan that gives more thought to the product than just being a plain boring billboard.
It decreases the perception of value of the product or brand you're putting out there, which is why Patagonia went as far as completely eliminating their corporate branding program at one point, which is why you want your logo to be small and subtle on these really large gifts. Because if you're gifting out a Bose speaker, you're not trying to compete with the Bose brand. If anything, you want to be known as the company that gifted them that Bose speaker. Every time they turn it on, whether it's at a family game night or a party that they're hosting or whatever it is, they think of your brand subconsciously or consciously.
That's correct. Seeing the branding and even the communication with the product is all great and has his purpose within it, but people remember who gifted him the product, and that's kind of the lifetime value that you get out of these products if someone has a practical use or value behind that. So absolutely agree here. Hey, just quickly, if you're ready to take your brand to the next level, PromoPunks makes it easy. With Australia's largest catalog of over 10,000 customizable products, fast quoting in just 30 minutes, and transparent pricing with no hidden fees, we have got you covered. Get your free custom quote today via the link in the show notes. But now, back to the episode.
This may be a really, really niche thing to even be thinking about, but when it comes to company merch, make it premium or don't do it at all. The rule of thumb,
Make it premium, yes, comes with your brand and with your approach, how you want to talk to your customer, but it doesn't need to be premium in regards to the actual product appearance. It can be as well usable and having value to your client, and that doesn't mean it needs to be high priced. The value of the item comes with what it means to the customer and how easy it is to integrate in their life.
like to use is a piece of merch, so a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, or whatever it is, needs to be good enough that if a person went into a store randomly, didn't know the brand, and saw this piece of merch, they would pay money to get.
Yeah, you will find the t-shirt example. The products that you choose from your supplier should be all the time have a certain standard of quality. That's kind of an absolute minimum. So if you find a supplier who offers you t-shirts that fall apart after the second time wearing, that's not a real good contact you should stay with. Again, value behind the product will be the actual message and vision that you try to communicate through this product. And that's what will make the client wearing or using this product.
Your boss has an old school corporate merch mentality. And even though there are becoming more and more millennial and Gen Z buyers in the corporate merch space, I come across this all the time. And that is
Already here, yes, old bosses listen to your Gen Z employees. They know how to use it, they know how to reach the people, and they have a younger approach. So working with younger people is most of the time comes up with the better results.
the mindset of quantity over quality. And that is casting a very wide net with your product, with your branding.
Quantity over quality, I wouldn't agree here. You definitely need to find the balance. So they're both ways. If you want to go higher priced items, then you can go on a lower quantity, but overall you need to find a balance depending on the use case and who you want to talk to.
As big as possible to maximize your impressions. But what they're missing here is the quality of impressions that you're going to receive with something that has a higher perceived value.
The quality of the impression is not related to the quality of the product. It's about the purpose. So if you have a product that suits and matches with the use case for your customer, with their daily life, with their behavioral usage of whatever you want to give them, that will lead to the quality of customer leads, whatever comes back.
We are in the software era. Companies are doubling down on their merch, realizing every customer touchpoint is indicative of how serious they take their brand. And a choice of object creates real brand lore, both in its perception online and by consumers in real life.
Absolutely agree. It will help you to actually build a bond with your customer with physical products.
My browser of choice, Perplexity, just launched a fun collection featuring characters, a cheeky slogan, and excellent branding details. The Format release I creative directed with Clayton from Hyper is inescapable on X and LinkedIn. Notion's incredible shortcode is something that doesn't leave my brand project mood boards. And Partiful has a fun and approachable lineup that really matches their brand vibe.
Yeah, as well here, important when you run with your merch, make it matching with your brand. You can be fun, you can be motivational. It only needs to match with your actual vibe that you try to get across to your customer. And then it becomes a high value item. Doesn't matter what the cost of the actual product.
So many companies, they're going to spend the money anyway. Now it's a competition of intention. I'm dropping my favorite brand merch picks in this week's Hyper. Link to the newsletter is in.
Just want to highlight the term intention. The actual intention behind is the A&O to make something successful.
Company merch that won't suck. First off, silicone AirPods holder. Complete custom form factor is about $2 to $3 shipped from this factory.
Yeah, items, they kind of decorate things that people already exist. It's just a billboard in the end. You need to know if your clients really go for stuff like that. Most of the time, if it's just decorative, I would say you can invest your money in a better way.
Super fun option if you think your clientele are AirPods owners. Tech decks, you're a legend if you're dropping tech decks in with VIP.
Tech decks work quite well. We just had an order with that as well. It's fun. It's youthful, goes back to the late 90s, so you have as well some retro feeling that you can get across with that. So works with a lot of youth-orientated brands.
Pre-orders. $4 at 100 unit quantity for the nice ones like this. There's cheaper options out there, but if you're doing it, you might as well go for the Australian maple. Tote bag, but make it corduroy. These are about $4 at a 200 unit quantity.
Tote bags go all the time. They have a usage for a lot of people, even when you just count it down to shopping. It lays in the car. People use it every second or third day, so that's a great product. Especially when you use their high quality products, they stay alive for a long time.
From this factory. For my suit and tie brethren watching their lives slowly slip away, may I suggest cufflinks? These are $2 at a 200
I wouldn't agree too much, except you may talk to business customers. They wear them every day. Just make sure that these type of items that you use on a daily basis or appear in the visual environment of your customers every day.
My brothers and sisters, don't make merch like this or this, because I gotta pay Goodwill to take shit like this from me. Instead, we're gonna make fashionable merch. Merch that people don't just wear to bed. We're talking merch that people include in their fits. Like these Jägermeister socks.
Yes, fashionable, that's something absolutely, like you can see it as well with Promo Punks. We have all this creative designs. Even you can see it here. Like you can embed your brand into something really, really fun. Don't limit yourself with the ideas that you can build around this brand. Definitely make it fashionable and make it fun.
This liquid death tea that feels like a Harley Davidson collection, or this IKEA bucket hat to match your IKEA bag.
That's fun. That's a cool idea. It has this fun of the blue bag that you see all the time at the checkout and makes it to something wearable. That's cool.
And look, if NASA can make a dope bomber jacket while trying to land on Mars, then you can do better than adding your logo to a basic t-shirt that you got on Custom Ink.
Again, the simple t-shirt with the logo on absolutely earns its place for team wear or some exhibitions where you want to do that. But yes, of course, you can make it all the time more fun and more creative, and yeah, don't limit yourself there.
Masters merch haul. I'm gonna call this the bougie edition because I have never seen the line so long over at Patron's merch tent. I got some pretty cool things. Not going crazy this year. Love this hat. It's got the...
Oh yeah, the hat. Just a little secret tip here. If you find maybe at Kmart or somewhere a cheap hat and you want to do the budget version of decoration, get some custom ribbon, and then you can bind it around the hat and have your custom made hat for your next event.
Logo. I have never in my life seen these. They release a different color every year with the logo, and
coffee cups all the time, a great tool and product to get your brand every day in front of your customer.
oh my god, this has to be my absolute favorite. They're like Yeti wine coolers. This shirt is so soft.
Yeah, jumpers works as well quite well because it's a high price and high quality item. Comes good across during the winter time. Again, comes back to choosing the right time to hand over such a product, but works well for branding purposes.
This has to be my favorite. This cream, it's like, this is also in a terry. I love how kind of understated it is. I need to get some sun on.
Tone in tone decoration, by the way, makes a product look way more high value and looking modern. So have a one color decoration, white on white, black on black. That works quite well and again gives a nice final touch. Just in general as well, for as an example for this video, is that free merchandising and free custom merch works all the time wonder to get people to your, or find the attention of the customer you're looking for. So nobody ever said no to a free gift, but make it valuable and make it countable for the customer so they know what to do with it. In this case, it has a long life and you can have your brand a long time in front of your potential customer. Okay, that was all videos for now. I hope you liked some of them. Feel free to send over some other videos if you want to see our reactions to that. But that's for this episode, and see you next time. Thanks for tuning in into Promotion Playbook. If you enjoyed this episode, the best way to show your support is by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube so you never miss an episode. You can also find more of us at Promo Punks on all social media platforms. We'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, keep your brand on top.